Hello, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another exciting installment of Living World of Darkness, Galliard Tales. Now, folks, we got a treat for you today. Shin-Lo has just came back from the legendary realms and witnessing a great hunt performed by none other than Hercules and the members of the Sept of the Green. He has just got done feasting upon the luxurious feast that Hercules has given them and the druids that are there and the spirits. And basically, he is hyped up, he is amped up, he is ready to tell the tale. And we'll leave it to there, folks. How about we listen for a spell? I, Shin-Lo, known to the nation as creates the hope, has witnessed a great and marvelous journey into the legendary realms. Now, Guru, if you don't know about such a realms, you need to talk to your local theurgist near a Sept near you, especially Sept is great. That's one of the greatest theurgists around. They're good, they're talented, and they're very good at what they do. Talk to Alana, 10 Point, and Felix, and all other theurgists that dwells within the Sept because they're good at what they do. Talk to your other theurgists too, like Talate and the rest of them. They're all good theurgists, and that's what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to know your spiritual matters. Make sure you talk to them and the other theurgists at the same. And make sure you thank them as well. And pay tribute to the shrine. But anyways, now, there was a moon bridge that opened up. It led to a marvelous realm. Now, we didn't know anything at first. So Mother Larissa, our Sept leader, our noble Sept leader, decided to with investigating this. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what was in store for us. So Felix stepped up. I will lead this mission. Alana stepped up and said, I will be your beta in this mission. And basically, we set off. As we set off to these rims, we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what was going to be in store in here. His mind, adept to taking leadership by the very horns. Now, horns going to come into play later, folks, so make sure you pay attention. So he took leadership by the horns and said, Aiden. Aiden stepped up and said, what is it, Alpha of the mission? He said, please take point with the Ragabash mission. Basically, Felix pointed out Raphael, which was a noble Ragabash who was willing to step up and take the risk involved. He stepped up. And next thing you know, Aiden pointed to me and was like, hey, step up, Clear. I was like, of course, Aiden, right? I will step up to the best of my abilities and I will follow orders. So I stepped up. So basically, we was going to be the scouting mission of all this. We didn't know what realm we was going into until we came upon the awesome figure of total magnitude, a part of legend, the stuff of very foundation of what kings and what demigods are. We stepped upon the legendary realm. As we stepped upon the legendary realm, Will was marveled as he accompanied us as well. He was marveled at the very fact of what was going on. He was marveled at the spirits that dwelt there. As he communicated with the spirits and the spirits intertwined with them, he was able to help us. But as we draw near, we soon see the marvelous figure, which I was just discussing before, the marvelous figure, which was known as Hercules, the slayer of the Nemean lion, the of labors they had to endure. He was known as a heroic legend. But this legend came before us. He came before us with mighty bulging muscles, with strength as strong as a crino's. You could see within his very stature how he presented himself, how he made himself look upon us. Would you take great honor in participating in a hunt for the Golden Heart? Now, my feeble mind could not comprehend what the Golden Heart was. I was too busy in awe that we stepped into the legendary realm. I was too busy in awe understanding that we have met Hercules, the demigod of Greek legends and stuff. I could not understand this at all. But we stumbled upon this great and magnificent specimen in the legends. So Hercules guided us. Felix stood tall and said, yes, we will participate in the hunt. And like a good alpha man, she looked towards us and wanted to know what we thought. And we agreed, for we followed our alpha Felix Raya into the very heart of what was going on. So we came upon the Druids. We came upon them in the encampment where Hercules was basically a stature among these people. Prepared for the hunt as Felix pointed out to everybody what their stations, what they were going to do. He had the same team like last time. He said, you, Aiden, will lead the Ragabashes, and also Shin-Lo as a +1 to be able to draw out the creatures. Creature known as the Golden Heart, and we will be able to flank the creatures. We will do this, and we will hunt the creature. Now, that's when we heard the terms. We are not to hurt this creature. Felix guessed it right. Marvelous. Our alpha intuition of the mission showed us the key to the very foundation of what we were supposed to do. So we went. The Ragabashes plus myself, I was just nothing but the humble observer. I didn't know what to do. I was just in the back looking to and fro as the two experts, Raphael and Aiden, was leading, using their senses as the lupus to hone in on what was going on. I was just barely keeping up. I didn't know what to do. I just was following their lead, following two experienced trackers, two experienced Ragabash of the Sept lead. That's when we seen, as we seen the marvelous creatures with the antler that burned with great hot intensity, that burns with the flames of molten lava, that burns with the intensity almost as the sun. We seen the mighty Golden Heart as it stood majestically, and when it seen us, it took flight and ran. The other team that Felix was leading, composed of Felix himself, the Alpha, Alana, not Raphael, I'm sorry, 10 Point, Dallas, and Grant. Excitement, this is my first time into the realm. And also Will accompany them as well. They took point Conan in the creature. We all converged on the creature, but the mighty Hercules put down his mighty hand upon the creature and wrenched him from the ground. We all grappled him, showing that following the rules which Felix had laid down, which Felix had applied, and also by what they applied to the rules of this hunting competition, orders and did not apply damage to the creature. But it was 10 Point, Will, Alana, Aiden, and Felix, and Grant, who coerced the creature, who calmed the creature. They calmed the creature down as the remaining of us held it down. They coaxed the creature's rage, soothed it mightily until it became stagnant, until it became loose because we was not its enemy. Thus, the hunt was over, and it rose from the ground on Hercules and nodded, and Hercules grabbed his antlers and just snap with a mighty snap. The Golden Heart nodded and went along its way. Felix, Raya, and Aiden went up to it with Aiden boldness. Aiden was like, a stag brood will love. We will love it if we would take such a mighty, if we would receive such a mighty prize. With a mighty, hearty laugh, admiring the boldness of Aiden, right? Admiring his tenacity, admiring his confidence, which filled with what stag brood is known for. Felix, Ryan, came up, and Krynos, not meaning any harm, but showing his stature and taking full control, and said, yes, we would like, if we could, partake of the prize. And Hercules laughed again and looked out and seeing that the mighty golden was out in the forest. and appreciation for the creature and his tenacity for the hunt, he gave and presented the horns to both Aiden and Felix Raya. Felix and Aiden Raya came to the group, and they looked upon each other, and Felix, with his generosity and kindness of being the alpha of the mission, presented himself and said, "This will be a mighty, mighty offering for the Fianna tribe, and to show the appreciation for the Fianna and what they help out around the Sept." He gave Aiden and the Fianna brood that was there, which was consistent of Aiden himself, 10 point, and also they gathered around marvelous at the horns that they was presented, including Aiden. Aiden nodded and said this will be a fine addition to both the Fianna of the Sept and the Sept of the Green. We came back victorious to the encampment where Hercules, as we was regaled with marvelous tales of wonder and excitement and glorious of food and feast. Blessed be the Sept of the Green. And we came back after the mighty feast. This was the tale of the great hunt. If you want to know the lesson behind this was the lesson behind leadership, which Felix displayed. This was the lesson behind what leadership really means. This was a lesson behind what it means to be a leader. And Felix Ryan displayed it perfectly. I was glad to be a part of the mission. I was nothing but a humble observer. To be honest, I couldn't hardly keep up myself at times. But I was there. And I am blessed by the Emerald Mother and Gaia herself to be able to be a part of that mission. And I leave you, Ken and Gru. And I want you to thank your theurgist for being able to talk to the spirits and be able to commune and be able to help out the Sept. I want you to go out and shake a brother and sister of the Sept hand and say thank you. And I want you to go to the Fianna Castle and look upon the two mighty horns that we was able to bring back and have the Fianna graciously share upon the Sept and actually show that we did good for the Sept. I thank you all for listening to this tale of the Great Hunt. And I leave you all. Thank you, players, for watching. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another exciting installment of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York, Galliard Tales.